Let's get started with Keith Pompey.
Hey, what's up, Doc? Um, what's your impression of Ben's performance tonight?
I thought it was great. It's just the point I made before the game. Like I was talking about, the coach called and said, if anybody talks about his value on offense, just watch. The first play of the game, we got a three. Um, it was created by Ben Simmons. So I think he was really good. I thought defensively he was even better tonight. You could see he had his legs, he had great energy. So that was good. Good team win. We needed to win that one.
As you said, he seemed he had his legs. I mean, he looked like he was moving better than he did before those 4 games that he took off.
I'm all for it. Whatever. Is the way I look at it. But he did. He had great energy, great pace. It was Ben.
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
John Clark.
Hey, Doc, with having Ben back, how important is this last stretch of games heading into the playoffs? Get everybody in rhythm, playing together, and have a game like tonight?
John, it's important. I don't know what we have, 12, 11 games, or whatever it is. But we've missed a lot of games as a team individually. So many different guys have missed games, and so it would be great if we can use these last to get right. But you can't count on that. You know what I mean? It's just been one of those years so far. So we just got to keep working and do it in practices, do it in games, get our rhythm, and it is important.
Paul Hudrick.
Hey, Doc. Just curious, the decision to go with getting Anthony in the second unit there and over Tyrese, was that like matchup based? Wanted to get a longer look at Anthony Tolliver? What was the decision behind that?
He's a 4, and they had a 4 out on the floor, and so Anthony Tolliver needs rhythm too. So in the long run, that's what we were thinking.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Yeah.
Mark Narducci.
Hey, Doc, did you get nervous and all? Joel seemed to keep, like rubbing his shoulder and everything like that. And I know it's a tough situation where you have to weigh, playing someone, getting them healthy.
Yeah.
How difficult is that for you as a coach when you're weighing all that with him?
Mark, I've learned long ago, until someone tells me, one of the trainers, I've gotten out of that guessing game, if you know what I mean. So it's our trainers and our medical people's job to tell me, hey, get him out or he shouldn't play. I literally don't get involved in it. I think it's a bad place for a coach to be, because we would tell them to play all the time. It's up to coaches. So I think it's a lot smarter to allow people with far better knowledge than me to tell me he's good, he can play, he can keep going, and it's made it easier for me as well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Jackson Frank.
There was a play early in the first quarter after a missed free throw from the Thunder where Joel, I think, was stationed like on the block or past half court on the other side.
Yeah.
Got an easy bucket. I'm curious, what's kind of the thought process behind that? And is that something that you thought of, or where'd you get that from, I guess?
We've done that. I've done that for years. I've either done it where I put a big down there, or I do it where I spread the floor and we have a speedy guard that can get it up the floor. It depends on who's shooting the free throw a lot of the times, because you can create a mismatch. Joel's is tough enough to guard as it is. If we can get the ball up the floor and throw it to him early, it's just really hard to guard that play. The risk, though, is giving up a rebound on a free throw. So that actually goes into it. Today I didn't factor that in, I will be honest. But usually we do. If the guy's a pretty high percentage free throw shooter, we feel good about putting Joel down there.
Is that something we've seen you do this year with him, or is that the
Yeah, I
first
think
time?
it's about the 4th or 5th time we've done that. We've had some good success with it, but tonight I thought we got it up especially quick. Ben, again, he recognizes that, so it's good.
Chris Franklin.
Hey, Doc, you said you wanted to have George Hill get some extended minutes with that second unit. How do you think he performed himself tonight, and how did that second unit look?
I thought he was a difference maker when he came in, just defensively. You could still see his rhythm offensively is not great yet, but defensively, man, he is so good and talks. Just listening to him on the floor tonight, directing Shake and directing those guys where to be, man, he's good. He's going to be good for us. You can feel it, you can see it.
David Melandra.
Hey, Coach, two questions for you. One, how do you feel to end your 4-game losing streak and get all your guys back into a routine?
I didn't really give it a lot of thought. I've had losing streaks that have bothered me before. I can tell you this one didn't bother us at all. We didn't pay much attention to it. We know we're a good team, and we were not healthy, didn't play well, and you go through that. So it's good to get back on the winning side, I can tell you that. But the 4 games, I don't think a lot of our guys, I'm not going to say it's nothing, but we didn't pay much attention to it.
Earlier in the season, you mentioned that you guys have started to win games better without Joel Embiid. What is it with you guys not able to win a game without Ben Simmons on the floor?
Yeah, our pace. He, again, as I said before the game, we, especially here, people talk about his offense, and they don't realize the offense he actually creates for us. And, we lose a lot of pace when he's not on the floor, that's for sure.
Last question, Austin Krell.
Hey, Doc, I'm curious, have you ever sort of seen or, seen anything like a wing tandem of Ben and Matisse, just from the defensive standpoint, where they can just smother guys like that?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that. I mean, I had an incredibly great defensive team. I guess Rondo and Tony Allen would be considered similar, but with KG on the floor too. But not at those positions. It's pretty awesome to watch. That's where, like the other night, we're playing zone, and I was telling Dan, zone with Ben and not here is not a very good zone, but zone with Matisse and Ben on the floor can be a dominant zone. And so, it's those two guys, their closing ability on shots is just absolutely remarkable to watch.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.